Hey everyone, my name is Abhishek and today we are going to create this ink reveal animation in After Effects. All this without using any third-party plugin. So let's begin. Alright, so right now I'm in After Effects and I've already imported a couple of footages. So first one we have this Batman image. So it's completely up to you. You can use whatever image you want. And the second one we have these two stock footages of ink. So I'll put a link in the description from where you can download these two. And after that you can import them in After Effects and you are ready to go. So we will begin by creating a new composition. Let's call this main. And width and height will be 1920 by 1080, frame rate 30 fps and duration 10 seconds. Just click on OK. Now I'm going to create another composition and on this one I'm going to call this image. Rest of the things will remain same. Just click on OK. And I'm going to create another composition and let's call this text. Now I'm going to quickly open up the image comp and let's drag our image into this, something like this. And let's press S and I'm going to quickly scale this down to something like this. Now let's go back to the main comp and I'm going to quickly import our image composition just like that. Now let's create a new solid background. So right click, new solid, and you can make this white for now and let's place it below. So first we are going to do a couple of things. We are going to make this appear through the ink footage. So I'm going to quickly drag our ink footage one, which is this one. So if I move it, you can see that we have this really nice reveal. So let's pick a point somewhere around here. First I'm going to rotate this so that this ink is coming from the top. So for that we can select the layer, press R, and let's rotate it by 180 degree. Something like this. Now we can change the track matte of this layer. So we can select this and we can change its track matte to luma inverted. And if you're not able to see this option, then you can just simply click over here, just like that. Now we can move the position of this so that we have the reveal. So let's place it somewhere around here. Now if I play back, here you can see we have the really nice reveal in the beginning. But you will notice that our logo is still visible in the beginning. So in order to fix that, we can search for levels effect and let's drag the levels onto the ink footage. And after that, you can play around with the values. So we can play around with the black value or we can play around with the white values as well. So let's decrease this. So now you can see that none of the image is visible. And if I play back, you can see we have this really nice reveal. But you will notice that in the beginning, we have this little bit of glitch. So in order to fix that, let's just simply select the layer and I'm going to trim this. So you can hold on the Alt key and then press the left square bracket so that it will trim the layer, and let's move it into the beginning. So now you can see we have this really nice reveal. And if you want, you can play around with the input black and these options. So if you want to have different kind of look, just like that. But for now, I'm going to leave it as it is. Now we are done with this and let's import our ink number 2 and let's place it below all of these. And I'm going to quickly apply a couple of effects onto this. So the first one is tint. Let's select this and let's drag it onto this. And after that, I'm going to just simply rotate this so that the ink is coming from the top. And let's place it over here. Now press S to scale this up. And I'm going to just expand it something like this. And let's place it to the center. Just play around with the scale and let's move it to somewhere over here. So if I play back, here you can see we have this really nice animation and let's quickly match the timing of it. So I'm going to just simply drag this little bit ahead, just like that. So we can select all of these layers and let's move them a little bit ahead. So now if I play back, here you can see we have this really nice reveal. So once we are done with this, we are ready to add our text. For that, let's go into the text comp and let's quickly type our text. So select the text tool and you can type whatever you want and you can choose whatever font you want. I'm going to type Batman and I'm using this Gotham Ultra font. So let's align this and let's make its anchor point in the center. So hold on the Control key or Command key on Mac, then double click on this Pan Anchor tool. Now we can select this layer, press S, and I'm going to just scale this up a little bit. Just like this. Now we can go back to the main comp and let me just quickly drag our text. And again, I'm going to import our ink footage number 1 and let's place it over here. Now we want the text to appear from the bottom, so for that we can just leave it as it is. Now we can select the text, and again we can change this to luma inverted. Now we can select the text layer and let's move it below, something like this. Now we can add some color to this, so for that let's search for fill and let's drag it onto the text, and we can pick a really nice color from the image itself, something like this. So there you can see we have the text, but for this we want a couple of settings, so let me just quickly scale this down a little bit and let's place it below. And also let's apply levels to this, so let's just search for levels and let's drag it onto the ink footage. And again you can play around with the histogram to make this appear and disappear however you want. So for that let's select a point somewhere around here and let's move this little bit ahead, and again hold on the alt key and left square bracket so that the layer will be trimmed, and let's move the beginning over here. Now we can add the keyframe for histogram, and let's select this, press U, and let's move this little bit ahead, and in the beginning we can lower down its value so that very little amount of text is visible, just like this. So again we can play around with the timing of all the layers, so let's go over here and let's select these two layers and let's move them ahead, just like this. So here you can see we have the layers coming up. Now the last step is to add some animation to these as well. So for that let's select all the layers by pressing Ctrl A and let's press U. Now I'm going to animate only this text and this image, so for that let's press P for position and let's add keyframes. Let's press S for scale and add keyframe for them as well. Now press U to reveal all the settings, and now we can easily animate them. So now let's select the text layer and I'm going to move it to the top, so let's just simply move it something like this, and let's select the image and I'm going to move it below, just like that. Also let's add keyframes for the scale, and there you can see we have this really nice animation in the position, and also we can have little bit of scaling animation, so let's select both of them and let's scale them up. Now we can select all the keyframes and press F9 to easy ease them, or you can right click, go to keyframe assistant, easy ease. Now again select all the keyframes and let's go to the graph. Now if your graph looks different, then make sure you are in the edit speed graph, not the value graph. Now I'm gonna just select all the keyframes and let's drag their handles so that the graph looks something like this. Again, this is completely up to you. You can play around with these values and you can make them appear however you want. Let's select all the keyframes and let's move them a little bit ahead. So if I play back, here you can see we have this really nice ink reveal, and the best part is that you can use it to reveal any kind of image. So if you want to change the image, all you have to do is just go inside this comp and you can drag a new image into this, and you can also change the text from here and you can type whatever you want. So this is how you can create these kind of animations, and if you enjoyed this tutorial, then make sure to subscribe and like, and also mention in the comments what tutorial you want to see in the next video. So the project files for this tutorial is available on Patreon, so if you are supporting me over there, then you can download it from there, and if you are not, then you might consider it, because you will get access to the tutorial project files and exclusive templates that are available only on Patreon. So with that being said, my name is Abhishek and I'll see you in the next one.